All right, today I'm going to teach you all how to find the greatest common factor of 24 and 40 by doing the listing method. So the listing method is pretty simple. However, you do have to know your factors, the ways to multiply to get these numbers. So I'll start with this. Well, number 24, you have to list out all the ways to multiply whole numbers to get 24. So otherwise known as factor pairs. So I know I'll start with the easiest one, 1 times 24. And then it's an even number, so I know 2 is going to be a factor, 2 times 12. And the reason why I'm doing this rather quickly is I know my multiplication facts, right? So it's easier if you know your multiplication facts. Does 3 go into 24? Yes, it does. 3 times 8. And then I believe 4 times 6. And if you notice how I'm going through this, how I'm working this, is I start with 1, and then I go to the number 2, and then I go to number 3, and then I go to the number 4. And so then my next number I would think would be 5, but 5's not going to work because 5s don't go into anything that doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. So 5's out. So that means we're to 6, and we already have 6 written right there. So those are all the factors of 24. Now I have to list out all the factors of 40. Again, I'm going to start with the easiest one, factor pairs, the listing method. Well, 1 times 40, 1 and 40 are factors of 40. And then 2, well, it's an even number, so I know 2 times 20 is 40. And then 3, well, if I don't know whether or not that works, you could use the calculator and try 40 divided by 3, but it will not kick out a whole number, so 3 is not a factor of 40. I keep going after 3, I move to 4. Well, I know 4 times 10 is 40. And then after the 4, keep in mind I'm kind of going in order in my head. So I have the 1 and the 2 and 3 I skipped because it's not a factor of 40. And then a 4. And then next would be 5. Well, I know 5 works because 40 ends in a 0. So 5 times 8 happens to be 40. And then I move into 6. 6 doesn't work. Neither does 7. And then we're already at the last one, 8. So here are our factors of 40. Now I have to find the greatest common factor. GCF stands for greatest common factor. So the factor that happens to be the greatest in both of these lists. So I find the largest number. So now you're searching through and finding the biggest number. Let's see. I'll circle all the common factors. How about we start with that? 1 is a common factor. 2 common factor. There's a 3 on the list of 24, but there isn't down here on the 40. Oh, I see a 4 in both lists. I don't see anything else. I see a 24, but not down below. I see a 12, but not down below. I see, oh, there's an 8. I missed the 8. And then let's move on to the other ones. I think that's it. The greatest common factor using the listing method is 8.